Hey, I'm Al Kavadlo, and this is Ask Al. Today's question comes from Leo, who wants to know my thoughts on building muscle with nothing but isometrics. Hey, Leo. Thanks for the question. For anyone unfamiliar with isometrics, they're exercises that involve holding a fixed position rather than moving through a dynamic range of motion. They're great for learning to generate tension throughout your whole body and to help you stay focused while you're doing an intense exercise. In some cases, isometrics can also be useful with people who have a limited range of motion or pain in their joints. Some of my favorite isometric calisthenic exercises are L-sits, hollow body holds, levers, and handstands. But you don't have to limit yourself to body weight exercises only. In fact, there are some coaches who would argue that isometric training against a fixed resistance point is the best way to build strength and muscle. But I personally wouldn't go that far, and I definitely don't think that training strictly with isometrics is the best way to go about getting as strong or fit as possible. Now, don't get me wrong. A well-rounded program should include some isometric holds for the reasons that I mentioned earlier, but you can't get good at moving without actually moving. And that's why I think isometrics are best utilized in a program that also includes dynamic moves like chin-ups, push-ups, squats, and lunges. Now, as far as programming isometrics exercises into your workouts, as a general rule, I consider a 3-second isometric hold to be approximately equal to 1 rep of a dynamic exercise. So that means if you can't hold a pose for at least a few seconds, you can't really do it. But more importantly, if you want to build muscle, you need to find isometric holds that you can do for 30 to 60 seconds at a time. Because once you're past the 60-second mark, you're really building endurance more than strength. And while there may be some instances in which it's useful to practice isometric holds that mimic the peak tension points in exercises like deadlifts, I personally find that type of training to be awkward and less enjoyable than actually lifting a weight. Now, to be clear, all forms of strength training work, and the body is highly adaptable. And I always encourage everyone to pursue their own curiosities and find what works best for them as an individual. So if you're interested in doing a purely isometric strength training program, then go for it. The key to getting or staying fit is just to exercise consistently. So any regimen that's interesting to you, enjoyable, and relatively easy to fit into your life is going to be worthwhile. And that's why I personally love calisthenics training. And it's why I created programs like Old Man Strength, which combines a bit of isometric exercises along with classic calisthenics moves, flexibility training, and more. Follow the link in the description below. And if you have a question for Ask Al, drop it in the comments, and maybe I'll answer your question next time. Till then, I'm Al Kavadlo, and we're working out.